more news coming your way this morning.
10 TV News at 5 starts right now.
From Central Ohio's news leader, this is 10 TV News this morning.
A family targeted in a violent shooting. This morning, a mother, father, and 7-year-old boy are dead as the sole survivor, a 12-year-old girl, fights for her life. This morning, new information we've uncovered about the suspect who was killed in a shootout with police.
But first, it is time to bundle up once again. Another chilly morning, a wake-up call as we take a live look outside. There is a warm-up on the way, just in time for Thanksgiving. Thanks for joining us and waking up with us here on 10 TV at 5 a.m. I'm Angela Ann.
And I'm Jeff Hogan. Let's get right to Doppler 10 meteorologist Mike Davis tracking the temperature trend, which is low right now, but it's on the upswing.
Well, it's actually better than yesterday, at least. Yeah. It is low for the season, yes, but not nearly as low as it was yesterday. Here, we're 5 degrees warmer. Some areas are close to 20 degrees warmer outside this morning. It's 28 with a humidity of 85% and just a light southeast wind here to start the day. So overall, cool, but not bitter. Looking ahead, mostly sunny and cool today, then mostly sunny and warmer tomorrow. And that warming trend continues through the Thanksgiving holiday and actually into Black Friday as well. Around town, a mix of upper 20s and low 30s with Grandview Heights a little bit cooler there at 26, Blacklick's at 27, and then you get as warm as 33 over at Whitehall, 30 at Tuttle Mall, 32 at Galloway and over on the Hilltop this morning. Central Ohio readings instead of teens. I mean, the worst we've got the mid-20s up at Delaware at 27, 28 at Marysville, 29 Lancaster, and low 30s Dublin and Grove City this morning. So things have definitely turned around a little bit. Live Doppler 10 radar, all the snow has moved off the east. It's circulating in parts of western Pennsylvania. A little snow coming off, snow and rain coming off Lake Erie, actually. So other than that, quiet and skies are clearing, which gives you a great view of that moon outside this morning. As we look at the bus stop, sunrise now at 7:26. We go from the 20s to about 40 by lunch hour and then mid-40s this afternoon. And as you plan your day, a high in the mid-40s with a light southerly wind. So cool, yes, but turning it around. Tell you how quick and how long it's going to last. All coming up.
Let's go over to Brittany Begney to see how quick we'll be moving on the roadways. The Central Ohio Honda dealers traffic alert.
Well, if you're headed out along 315, nice and quiet. You're in luck right now. Here's a live look at Bethel all the way into downtown. So no reported problems right now along 315. Let's take a look at our drive time technology. If you're headed out 70 from the west side all the way to the east side, you can see 15 minutes this morning. So enjoy that if you're coming in from West Jeff. No reported problems for you as you reach 270 this morning. As promised, I wanted to check in with traffic along New Albany, 161. You can see 65 miles per hour all the way towards 270. So no reported problems on 161. But Jeff and Angela, we're going to check in with that big construction project on the north side coming up next.
Now to our top story. A mother, father, and their son shot and killed. And their daughter also shot but survived a man's violent attack that ended in a deadly shootout with police. And overnight, we have uncovered new information about the tragic attack that has shocked a West Columbus neighborhood.
We have team coverage this morning with fresh details from that scene on South Terrence Avenue. Laura Borchers is digging deeper into the suspect's past. But first, Tina Ramos tells us how witnesses are remembering the victims.
Yeah, you know, this was just an incredible scene, and I can tell you right now, too, that police are still guarding it. The investigation will continue on to this, but the neighbors itself are still trying to process. So this was a neighborhood that went into chaos here after their neighbors were shot and killed. It was right back here in this home here, a couple, their 7-year-old son shot and killed, and a 12-year-old daughter who still remains in the hospital. Now, after news of the shooting came down here, the neighborhood here on Terrace Avenue was thrown into chaos. Neighbors say that they heard 30 to 40 shots when word came that 31-year-old John Anderson, his wife Christina, and their 7-year-old son Landon were shot and killed in their home. Their 12-year-old daughter as well was also shot, but she continues to recover in the hospital, and friends and family tell us they can't figure out why.
Johnny's been up here on the hilltop for 10 years. He's got respect here. He treats the neighbors good. He gives people, if they need it, he gives it to them.
Yeah, this is a neighborhood who knew this family well here, and again, as they wake up this morning, still trying to figure out exactly what went wrong here. Again, that 12-year-old, she is still in the hospital. She is expected to live, but she was in critical condition. And we're also told there was another person inside this home here who was not injured. They're hoping to get a lot of answers from that person later today as far as the interviews are concerned. Stick around. We're going to have more about the family, and we're going to hear more from some of the neighbors as well on this tragic situation. In West Columbus, Tino Ramos, 10 TV News.
Well, the big question that still hasn't been answered this morning, why did this happen?
Laura Borchers is digging deeper now into the suspected shooter's background. Laura, anything there that would offer up a motive?
A few things, Angela. I have been talking with detectives and we're gathering more information on this case. I want to take you first to the scene to show you some evidence that is being marked. You can see there are numerous orange cones, each of them marking either shell casings or pieces of evidence that detectives want to take a closer look at once we hit daylight. Now, that is the home of the suspect. He's 50-year-old Barry Kirk. He was shot by police. Officers say they're talking with others, trying to learn why Kirk was inside his neighbor's home. We're gathering more on Kirk's background. Officers confirm he's drawn the attention of police before. In 2004, Barry Kirk was charged with assault against his wife at the time. Then in 2009, Kirk was charged with making a threat over the phone. Police say Kirk called the governor's office and threatened to shoot people. Now, back out here live, as you think of that 12-year-old girl who's now hospitalized, soon to wake up and learn that her parents and brother are gone. You can see their home is so close to the suspects here. They are just across the street from one another. The big question here is what caused Kirk to cross the street and walk into their home. I'm talking with detectives and I'm learning new information about what that young girl may have been able to tell them. As soon as I get that, I'm going to bring that to you live. Reporting live out here, I'm Laura Borchers, 10 TV News.
Stay with 10 TV as we continue to learn more about the victims of this violent shooting. Our team of reporters will stay at this massive police scene throughout the day. Look for instant updates at 10tv.com.
We are waiting to learn if a driver will face charges for hitting a sheriff's deputy who was investigating a crash on a busy road. It happened last night around 7:30 on US 33 near Pickerington Road. That's in Fairfield County. Now, the deputy and another driver were both standing on the side of the road when they were hit by a car. A witness says he saw them both fly into the air, then watched as the driver stopped and jumped out to help.
Oh, he got out and started to exclaim that he never seen him. I hit him, I never seen him. I hit him, I never seen him. He was very distraught.
The deputy was taken to the hospital and expected to recover from some broken bones and a head injury. The other person hit was also taken to the hospital and still in serious condition.
5:06 is the time right now, and Buckeye Nation getting ready to take on another team from that state up north. But before these two football teams fight it out on the field, fans are showing their support with the annual blood battle.
And right now, Ohio State is leading Michigan. That's good news, by more than 100 donations. There is still time, though, for you to help out the American Red Cross. The blood drive runs through tomorrow.
Everybody's a winner with that. And another Beat Michigan tradition this week happens tonight, the annual Mirror Lake Jump. And students wishing to take the chilly plunge need to get those wristbands. Remember, everyone else will have to watch from behind those barriers. While OSU doesn't sanction this jump, the university knows it's going to happen one way or the other, so they are trying to make it safe for everyone.
It's going to be cold for sure. Well, stay with us. In 15 minutes, our sports team is breaking down what the team is doing now to try to get back on track and beat Michigan.
Then later at 5:30, Donald Trump lashes out during a Central Ohio campaign stop. His tough words to Governor Kasich and his clear stance on some key issues.
Plus, on alert at 5:30, the travel warning to all Americans just days before Thanksgiving.
And up next, divine intervention, maybe a miracle.
Last year was about living in honor of her. Now we're going to get to live with her.
The healing touch this family chalks up to their child's brush with the Pope.
And good-looking weather outside today again. Good visibility. Skies are generally clear. Beautiful, bright moon downtown. It's all nice and dry, too, as you look out on 3rd Street. Looking back toward downtown. Should get a great sunrise later on this morning. It's going to warm up anytime soon. Well, we'll take a look at that and holiday travel weather. All coming up.
Get your choice of bonus gifts, including 55-inch TVs and Visa gift cards during the Black Friday sale at Sleep Outfitters. Find doorbuster specials like ceiling mattresses as low as $99. Doors open 8 a.m. Black Friday at Sleep Outfitters.
He gets around so fast. Take the reins this holiday and get the Mercedes-Benz you've always wanted during the winter event. Hurry, offers end soon.
You can help make thousands of children's holiday wishes come true when you join 10 TV and Franklin County Children's Services for Holiday Wish.
With your help, more than 5,000 Franklin County children who have experienced abuse and neglect will have a happier, more memorable holiday. Find out how you can make a holiday wish come true.
And put the sparkle and spirit back into the life of a child at 10tv.com/community.
Dan Tobin here from your Chevrolet Buick GMC dealership, where there's always great deals on over 700 cars and trucks, all at one location. We're featuring Black Friday deals all month long. 10%, 15%, even 20% off MSRP, and leases starting at just $169 per month. Check out the savings at dantobin.com. Then stop by our showroom just off I-270 in Sawmill, exceeding expectations every day.
No long lines, no crazy crowds, no problem. Get Black Friday prices now at Ashley Furniture Home Store. Like this 2-piece queen mattress set for just $247. Get 50% off furniture, mattresses, and accessories. Plus, your choice of an extra 10% off. Or no interest for 5 years. We'll be closed Thanksgiving Day so our associates can spend the holiday with their family and friends. So get Black Friday prices now through 9 p.m. Wednesday at Ashley Furniture Home Store.
She's a Black Friday woman. At Big Lots, Thursday through Saturday, buy one, get one 50% off select toys and electronic accessories. She's a Black Friday woman, saying Christmas doesn't happen without me.
If there's anyone who can appreciate a satisfying and well-made meal first thing in the morning, it's Farmers. I mean, these guys are having breakfast before breakfast has even thought about breakfast. So when I want a delicious, hearty breakfast, I head to Tim Hortons for their Farmer's Breakfast Grilled Wrap. It's prepared fresh with tasty sausage, fluffy egg omelet, real Swiss cheese, and get this, even a crispy golden hash brown inside. All wrapped up, grilled to perfection, and ready to go wherever your day takes you. Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop. Great tasting breakfast. Amazing coffee.
Closed captioning on 10 TV is sponsored by Custom Air.
Welcome back. A 5-year-old boy woke up his grandmother as a fire swept through their California home, essentially saving the two. And now that little guy is being hailed a hero. Just days before the fire, the boy happened to visit a firehouse and learned a lesson on how to escape. See him right there? So as a reward, a group of firefighters took the 5-year-old to Target, where he got to spend an hour in the toy aisle. He chose Buzz Lightyear, but also a toy fire truck. The firefighters say they hope this shopping trip will make up for what the boy lost in the flames.
Nice gesture. Well, a family says a kiss from the Pope is keeping their little girl alive. 2 months ago in Philadelphia, their 1-year-old baby got a quick kiss from the Holy Father. Before that act of kindness, she suffered from a large tumor in her brain. It has since only gotten smaller. Her parents say it was a miracle.
She's getting better and stronger. She's blowing kisses. She's started pointing at things.
Last year was about living in honor of her. Now we're going to get to live with her.
Oh, the family says they thought they would perhaps get a quick glance from the Pope, maybe, but instead he answered their prayers with that kiss.
Well, buckle up even in the back seat. Ahead at 5, the new warning about why the back seat may not be the safest if you don't put on that old device.
First, though, stuck in traffic gridlock, America's worst roads when it comes to getting to work on time.
Hey driver, the season of giving is fast approaching, and AAA is here to help you save. Right now, new classic gift memberships are only $49, making AAA the perfect gift for any driver. Visit AAA.com/give. AAA, the card of the American driver.
You won't need to wait to get amazing Black Friday deals this year. Your Central Ohio Ram dealers are celebrating their Black Friday Blockbuster sales event all month long. Purchase one of the remaining 2015 Ram 1500 Big or Crew Cabs and get 0% financing for 75 months, plus $3,000 bonus cash. That's 0% for 6 years and $3,000 in bonus cash. Or lease a 2016 Ram 1500 Outdoorsman Crew Cab for just $288 per month. See one of these participating Central Ohio Ram dealers today. But hurry, it all ends November 30th.
You know how this works. Wash your hands, stay clear of friends and coworkers who are sick, and get flu shots for the family. All ways to stay healthy this season. I'm Jeff Hogan. Good sleep habits, exercise, and healthy food choices can all boost your immune system as well. Keep your family healthy and happy through the cold months with fun, easy ideas that really work. Visit 10tv.com/fit.
Metro Parks, Giant Eagle, Columbus Public Health, and the YMCA of Central Ohio. Proud sponsors of 10 TV's Commit to be Fit program.
You could see it in the sky, and you could feel it in the air. Fall is upon us, and it's a great time to visit your Metro Parks. Ride the trails while taking in the bright colors and brilliant sunshine. Listen to the leaves rustle on a slow hike. For kids, it's the perfect time to discover a change in the seasons. They can even watch wild critters prepare for winter's arrival. Make plans with family and friends to visit a Metro Park. And there are 18 Metro Parks for you to enjoy, and one near you.
Basement doctor, I got the blues.
Where are you watching the game this season? Hi, I'm Ron Greenbaum, the basement doctor. Don't you think it's time to transform that boring basement into your ultimate fan cave? Our team of experts knows what it takes. Now's the perfect time to schedule your free estimate, and most installations are finished in just a few weeks. Visit basementfinishingohio.com or call 888-DRY-TIME.
Basement doctor's on the job.
I've been to at least 10 funerals from heroin overdoses alone.
10 TV is showing you the devastating impact of heroin on Central Ohio. Join us for Heroin at Home, a 1-hour special, November 30th at 10 p.m. on 10 TV. Brought to you in part by Adam H.
Coming up on 5:16, as you get ready to leave your house this morning for that morning rush, there's a new traffic study, okay? Nationwide, it's highlighting the worst bottlenecks that are happening all across the country.
Well, from lost time to money and idling away all that gasoline, every year drivers spend more than $2.4 billion stuck in endless traffic jams. Here in the capital city, we are spared most of that pain and suffering.
Worst spot is Chicago, you might imagine that, followed by Los Angeles, New York City, and then Austin, Texas.
That's a bit of a surprise.
I don't know if I've been stuck in it in Austin. It can happen. There's no doubt.
Well, it can happen here, too, but just not yet for this morning, right, Britt?
Yeah, I am happy that we're not on that list, but they should check in with construction during rush hour. They may change their mind on that. Speaking of construction, let's check in with Dublin. 270 at 33. Traffic is actually moving right now, so enjoy that as you can. Let's take a look at our graphics this morning. Good news if maybe you're coming to Hilliard, making your way up towards Plain City. Overnight, the 270 north ramp to 33 westbound was shut down. I just checked in. All lanes are open there. If you're headed out from Worthington, making your way into downtown, 315 south at Bethel, 64 miles per hour. If you're headed out 71 south at Cook Road, you're also moving at 64 miles per hour. No reporter problems right now along 161 in New Albany there. But coming up next, we're going to check in with traffic in downtown.
Let's get a check of the weather right now. Mike Davis with our Doppler 10 forecast. Hey, Mike.
Yeah, it's going to be a nice cool day out there today once again. We'll start with what it looks like outside. This morning, it is cool. Temperature's 28 degrees. Humidity is about 85% here to start your Tuesday morning. So it is cool. The winds are calm, and it's going to be a nice dry day overall. So that is relatively good news. It's going to be a little on the cool side, though. Mostly sunny and cool today. Now, tomorrow, big travel day, right? Hopefully you have the day off, or if you don't, well, you can get a start at any point, and it's going to be nice and mild in the afternoon. And then it continues to warm up into Thanksgiving. It continues to warm up into Black Friday. However, by Black Friday, it looks like you're probably going to need to dig out an umbrella. Temperatures this morning, a mix of 20s and 30s, so a little more variety than yesterday, and we're in another tax bracket this morning. Instead of being down in the teens in many cases, we're not even close to that. There's no danger of anybody getting there, I think. Grandview Heights, the closest at 26. Tuttle Mall at 29. The Hilltop in Galloway starting at 32. And then you're at 33 over at Whitehall, 28 at Gahanna this morning. As we look at temperatures around Central Ohio, again, a mix of 20s and 30s. 26 at Marysville, the coolest reading. You work your way up to, what, 31 at Grove City. So not a lot of variety there. And most of these have dropped back into the 20s now with the exception of Mount Vernon at 30. But they were all in the teens yesterday morning. Around the state, again, nobody in danger of getting into the teens, mix of 20s and 30s with warmer temperatures to the south and east where it stayed cloudy overnight. Live Doppler 10 radar, the moisture that's out there is way off to the east. It's moved away from us, so basically into western Pennsylvania. Now, there was a little rain-snow mix right along the lakeshore early this morning. That's pulled away. But the cloud cover goes from the north to the east. This is backwards of yesterday. If you're looking for clearing, come back here at central and western Ohio. So things looking better here, but that does allow for slightly cooler temperatures this morning. At the bus stop, we go from the 20s to the 40s as we head into the afternoon. Sunrise is at 7:26, and a nice, mostly sunny day, although temperatures are lagging a little bit. Our average high is 49. We're looking at mid-40s today, mostly sunny and cool. As we look at the last 3 hours on the regional picture, there's nothing really advancing from the west, and the next system will probably hold off until Friday. So in the meantime, high pressure is going to build in, clear us out, give us some decent weather and a warm-up beginning tomorrow. Technically, it'll be a little warmer today, but tomorrow it really kicks into gear. Here's the model run from 8 until noon, quiet, and from noon through the afternoon commute. Aside from maybe a couple of clouds here and there, we are dry and good to go. More of that as we go into the overnight tonight. Not quite clear, but close. Clear to partly cloudy in the morning and still on the cool side, and then we turn it around. Tomorrow we should break back into the 50s. So look at the trend. Over the next few days, temperatures really start to go up from the mid-40s today to the low 50s for Wednesday to the upper 50s by Thursday. And then Friday, well, starting maybe late morning, early afternoon, it breaks in that chance for showers again. But pushing 60. Some areas will probably get into the 60s Friday. Morning low in the upper 40s, so if you're heading out early, because that's your tradition on Black Friday, you should be good to go for that. Now, if you're turning around heading home over the weekend, it's going to be cooler. May have a shower Saturday morning with low 40s, morning low in the upper 30s. Little cooler Sunday morning. Monday brings another chance for showers. And then turning the page to the Doppler 10-10-day outlook. Ooh, Tuesday may be a rain or snow shower either way. Cooler in the morning, too. And then Wednesday and Thursday, we start to brighten up. But overall, next week looks kind of cool, Jeff and Angela. But next couple of days, really turning it around.
Nice.
Quite mild, headed towards Turkey Day. All right, hundreds of thousands of cars recalled. The new rides that may not be safe to drive. That's new at 5:30.
Also at 5:30, pucker up. The warnings about this bug's potential deadly bite.
There's not going to be any kissing this weekend here in this field. The Bucks regroup and move on and try to find some tactics to take down the rival up north.
Presenting Kelly and Michael the Musical.
Which one of us would you be?
With Josh Groban and Jennifer Hudson. Plus, NASCAR's new champ. Next live.
Today at 9 on 10 TV.
I've been to at least 10 funerals from heroin overdoses alone.
10 TV is showing you the devastating impact of heroin on Central Ohio. Heroin at Home, a 1-hour special. November 30th at 10 p.m. on 10 TV. Brought to you by Adam H. and RecoveryAS.com.
All eyes are on Toyota's Black Friday event, a mega sales event that will eclipse the competition. For 10 days only, get an extra $500 bonus cash on 2016 Corollas and 2015 RAV4s, in addition to 0% financing. Use it to lease Corolla for $149 a month with only $999 due at signing, or this RAV4 for only $179 a month. Hurry, Toyota's Black Friday event ends November 30th. Toyota, let's go places.
You made it. Aw, you did make it.
You made this?
You made it happen. Happy Thanksgiving from Kroger. Celebrate your Thanksgiving with a fresh honeysuckle turkey. On sale now for just $1.49 a pound with your Plus card.
Be ready to winter with Infiniti. Now through January 4th, lease the all-wheel drive Infiniti QX60 for $399 a month. Visit your local Infiniti retailer.
This holiday season, get ready for mystery,
What's in the trunk? Nothing.
romance,
18-inch alloys. You remembered.
family fun,
Everybody squeeze in. Block anyone?
and non-stop action. It's the event you don't want to miss. It's the Season of Audi sales event. Brighten up your holiday with the exceptional offers at the Season of Audi sales event.
Doppler 10 Weather Bug Network is sponsored by Feasel. Feasel will beat any of our competitors' written prices, or you'll be eligible for up to $500.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Dom Tiberi. Let's talk some sports. Urban Meyer agrees with his star running back Zeke Elliott. He should have had more carries in Saturday's loss to Michigan State. Meyer says he will take a bigger role in play calling this week when the Buckeyes travel to Ann Arbor. Zeke was critical of the play calling after the game, and while the coach wishes he would have kept those comments private, he says Zeke has apologized and all is good.
Frustration, anger, all that probably mounted up a lot. Like I couldn't disagree with him with his comments that he should have got the ball a little bit more, but that's not the place to do it. He knows that.
And now it's time to move all thoughts to the game, a series Ohio State has dominated. How about this? Michigan only has 2 wins over the last 14 meetings. A win means everything to the Buckeyes.
You know, it's just something to brag about, something that you can always talk about, and something people around here are, you know, through all, I guess, eras of Ohio State football can really appreciate. You know, national championships come around every so often, but you play that team every year.
Yes, you do. You play that team up north every year, and this year's meeting 12 noon in the Big House. And although the Buckeyes licking their wounds a bit from that loss to Michigan State, a win over that team up north would make things right.
I don't think anybody would disagree with that, Dami. So pull up the bootstraps and get after it this week.
One more left.
No doubt about it.
Time now is 5:25. Still ahead, a man armed with a gun storms into a family's home and opens fire.
I'm in shock right now. You know what I mean? I don't really know what to say.
Next, neighbors tell 10 TV what they saw moments after a mother, father, and their 7-year-old son were killed. Plus, the clues police are learning from the sole survivor.
Trump sends a clear message to his opponent. The tough words aimed at Governor Kasich on his home turf.
And the busiest travel time of the year comes with a new warning. The terror alert just days before millions of people take off for the holiday.
Good-looking morning on the lighter side, obviously. You've got a nice-looking moon going through Bucyrus there. Still a few wispy clouds up there, just obscuring things a little bit on the right side of your picture. Let's go out to Marion. Again, it is a very bright moon, and there you can see it traversing the whole sky. It even stops before it gets to the horizon there. So a pretty much full moon. Nice and bright out there early, which bodes well for sun later on today. Temperatures in the 20s instead of the teens on the WeatherBug Network this morning. Back with a look at your Thanksgiving Day and travel forecasts. All coming up.
A cracked concrete garage floor is an accident just waiting to happen. Get NatureStone flooring for a safer, more beautiful garage floor. Hurry, get 50% off NatureStone just in time for the holidays. Go to naturestone.com today.
Whoa, Dave, did you go camping?
Camped at the store for Black Friday.
Saved big.
You?
Actually, I got a solid 8 hours.
You snooze, you lose.
Still saved huge.
You won't have to camp out at your GMC dealer to save huge during the GMC Black Friday sales event. Now use your Black Friday cash to get this low-mileage lease on this 2016 Acadia in stock the longest for around $340 per month with just $340 due at signing.
Basement doctor, I got the blues.
Where are you watching the game this season? Hi, I'm Ron Greenbaum, the Basement Doctor. Don't you think it's time to transform that boring basement into your ultimate fan cave? Our team of experts knows what it takes. Now's the perfect time to schedule your free estimate, and most installations are finished in just a few weeks. Visit basementfinishingohio.com or call 888-DRY-TIME.
Basement doctor's on the job.
It takes attention to detail. With your local Bryant dealer, you're getting more than just a technician. You're getting someone who pays attention to your needs and the little things that make a big difference. It takes a dealer you can rely on. And to keep your family warm this winter,
Here, let me show you how this works.
it takes Bryant.
Bryant. Whatever it takes. It takes Wenger temperature control to bring the heat when things get chilly. Find us at WengerTempControl.com.
Here at Byers Auto, our internet pricing is so good that we have customers that drive all the way from Michigan. And we like to have a little bit of fun with them.
Oh, hey, welcome to Byers. You're from Ann Arbor, right?
I am.
Well, welcome to the Buckeye State. And with the four-wheel drive in this thing, you could run over anything. Potholes, speed bumps, Wolverines. The gas mileage is so good, you could just drive on down the field. So if that's the make and model you want, we're good to go. You just got to pick the color. We have that available in scarlet and gray.
Myers Auto, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Is your school closed on a delay? Find out at 10tv.com, sponsored by Donate Life. When you become a donor, you can save 8 lives and heal 50 more. So register to be an organ, eye, and tissue donor at lifelineofohio.org.
From Central Ohio's news leader, this is 10 TV News This Morning.
And a live look from our Skyview camera right now at 5:30 on a chilly but warming at some point here Tuesday morning. A little bit below where we should normally be. Not as bad as yesterday, but we're getting by with it. Sunshine.
It's better.
On the way.
Glass
It is better.
half full.
It is better. Things are better.
It's not in the teens.
Thanks for letting us into part of your Tuesday here. I'm Jeff Hogan.
I'm Angela, and we're going to bring in Mike Davis with the PMA, Positive Mental Attitude. That's what you have for us today.
Better than... Okay, so let's take a look outside and see what's going on outside there.
Better
28 degrees, the wind's better than negative attitude. Absolutely. Winds are calm, and the humidity's about 85% here to start the day. So overall, cool, but not as cool. As we look at the day, mostly sunny and still cool, but like I said, not as cool. And then mostly sunny, and we're just going to use the word warmer beginning tomorrow, and that trend continues into Thanksgiving. Temperatures go from the mid-20s to the low 30s out there. 33 at Whitehall, the hot spot 26 at Grandview Heights. The cool spot. And around Central Ohio, no teens at all, and we're not going to see anybody drop into the teens either. We're not going to see any snow either. It's way off to the east, so that's moved out, staying out, and the clouds have almost cleared out here this morning. Still some off to the north, as you saw on those weather bug cameras, and off the east where temperatures are a little bit warmer. Heading out to the bus stop in a bit. Still a couple hours from sunrise. 28 degrees at pickup, 40 by lunch, and mid-40s by drop-off this afternoon. And planning your day, a high in the mid-40s. We're making progress. Slow, but kicking into gear tomorrow. We'll talk about how warm it's going to get and how long it's going to stay there, and the travel outlook, and Thanksgiving, and the weekend, and Black Friday, all coming up.
That's a lot on your plate there, Mr. Davis. Let's see how Brittany Beckley is keeping up with our Central Ohio Honda dealers traffic alerts.
Should we keep the positive vibes going this morning? If you're headed out, you can see no border problems. 71 at 17th Avenue, but traffic already picking up there all the way down to Frank Road. You can see that. Thankfully, no serious accidents as we check in with our graphics, but be on the lookout for this. We have some sort of medical emergency East Ridge Street at South Washington Avenue, so it's going to cause a little bit of delay. So if you're waking up, maybe you're feeling cranky or stressed out this morning, you can take Grant Avenue to avoid delays there. As promised, I wanted to check in with traffic in downtown. If you're headed out 71, 55 miles per hour, all the way in to downtown as you make your way to the south side. So, Jeff, no major problems on 71, but how are things looking along 670? We're going to check in with that coming up next.
Meantime, our top story this morning, a gunman goes after a family, killing a mom and dad and 7-year-old son inside a West Columbus home. The couple's 12-year-old daughter was also shot but survived the attack. And now police are piecing together what may have motivated this attacker.
Now, that suspect was shot and killed by police on South Terrace Avenue in West Columbus. It is where we find 10 TV's Tina Ramos joining us and piecing together this case.
Boy, very interesting in what they're trying to deal with right now, because you're right, they're still looking for a motive in this whole situation, but the neighborhood right now is having a difficult time trying to process this, because you can see their neighborhood is filled with scene tape here in an area where a family was shot and killed. Now let me take you in there, because it was yesterday afternoon along Terrace Avenue. That's when police say that the man went after his neighbors who lived just right across the street. He shot and killed a 31-year-old John Anderson, John's wife Christina, and their 7-year-old son Landon, all of them dying of their wounds. A 12-year-old daughter was also struck, but she is expected to survive. This clearly came as a surprise to neighbors who heard the rapid fire of bullets.
Tell me what you heard. I was just sitting down watching a movie with her, and we just all of a sudden heard like 15 to 20 gunshots. It's just back to back. It's just bang, 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 just constant.
It sounded like one gun.
It was continuous.
It didn't stop.
Yeah, it's clearly that sound that will stick with the neighbors for quite some time. But again, police are expected to come back here and continue processing the scene here. In the meantime, they're still trying to figure out why this all happened and why their neighbors had to die. Reporting live in West Columbus, Tino Ramos, 10 TV News.
Well, this morning we are also learning more about the man who police say is behind that deadly attack. Laura Borchers continues our team coverage now, digging deeper into this suspect's background.
Angela, we're talking with detectives to learn more on this case. First, I want to give you an idea of just how close this suspect lived to the family, to the victims. This house that you can see just over those bushes, it's bluish color with the door open. That is where the family lived. And just across the street is where detectives say Barry Kirk lived. Barry Kirk is the name that the mother, who is now dead, was heard calling out in the background of the 911 call for help. Now, officers say they are talking to others who may have been around the scene and possibly even one other person who was inside the basement of the home to try to learn exactly what happened and what Kirk may have said before he opened fire. We're gathering more on Kirk's background. Officers confirm he's drawn the attention of police before. In 2004, Barry Kirk was charged with assault against his wife at the time. Then in 2009, Kirk was charged with making a threat over the phone. Police say Kirk called the governor's office and threatened to shoot people. Now, back out here live, you are seeing several orange cones. And there are also two people coming from near the home where Barry Kirk lived. I talked with police officers just moments ago here on the scene. They say the reason you're still seeing people out and about, they are just outside of the crime scene, and police are keeping a close eye on those people, the residents around here, to make sure they do not tamper with any of the evidence. That is something that police are going to take a closer look at once the daylight sheds more light on the scene out here. We're going to have more on that coming up for you in just a matter of 30 minutes. Reporting live, I'm Laura Borchers, 10 TV News.
Police have been at the scene all night long, and they plan to be there all day. As you can see from Chopper 10, crime tape covers nearly an entire neighborhood block here. 10 TV will stay on top of any new developments, and we'll bring you more about the family as we learn it.
Right now, Thanksgiving travelers are being told to stay alert as the holiday season gets into full swing. The State Department is worried about the threat of a terror attack as militants around the world continue to plan attacks. The new worldwide warning will last through February of next year, but doesn't give any specifics. It comes in the wake of the Paris terror attacks that left 130 people dead. Brussels will remain on lockdown for the rest of the week as authorities continue to hunt for Paris terror suspect Salah Abdeslam. A cell phone was found on the day of the attacks, but police haven't been able to link him to an explosive vest that a street cleaner found close to where the phone was spotted. President Barack Obama will meet with French President Francois Hollande at the White House today. Hollande is expected to press for urgent action against ISIS, which claimed responsibility for all the bloodshed. CBS this morning will have a team of reporters covering that meeting beginning at 7 a.m. right here on 10 TV.
Time now is 5:36. Campaign 2016 now coming to Central Ohio, and Republican frontrunner Donald Trump taking the gloves off. He spoke at the Columbus Convention Center and came out swinging against one of his opponents, Ohio Governor John Kasich.
Wow. Your governor's only two. What happened?
Ouch. Trump is talking about Kasich's latest poll percentage there. All jabs aside, Trump did get to the issues, and he didn't back down from his tough stance on terror and immigration. Trump says he approves waterboarding and still wants to build a border wall. Now, Kasich was quick to react, launching a new ad online challenging Donald Trump. Trump's visit, though, didn't come without any protest. A group gathered right outside the convention center chanting.
O-H-I-O! Donald Trump has got to go!
Community groups representing refugees, Muslims, gays, women, and other immigrants, along with Planned Parenthood supporters, all marching to condemn what they called Donald Trump's rhetoric of hate. You can see much more of what Trump had to say at 10tv.com and the reaction. We are uploading portions of his speech, as well as what his opponents and the Democrats are saying.
A med student gunned down. The shocking confession from the shooting suspect is up next.
Plus, a peaceful protest turns violent. Why the group may have been targeted by gunfire.
And a school bomb plot unraveled. What police say this student wanted to use to cause carnage.
When I want a delicious, hearty breakfast, I head to Tim Hortons for their Farmer's Breakfast Grilled Wrap. It's prepared fresh with tasty sausage, fluffy egg omelet, and get this, even a crispy hash brown inside, all wrapped up, grilled to perfection, and ready to go. Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop.
When the Columbus Zoo shops for wild lights, they go Krogering. See over 3 million LED lights efficiently powered by AEP Ohio. Plus, an all-new Santa Land and more.
Jungle Jack, don't those go in the tree?
I'm trying.
I have something called leukemia. When I walk a lot, I get tired and then I fall.
I just knew that it was way too early. I didn't know if he was going to be alive.
Then I ended up crying. The pains got so bad. And within the course of a few hours, I couldn't feel or move my legs anymore.
Muscle disease. Cancer.
Premature.
Paralyzed.
These medicines helps me walk.
I think in the future, there might be a way for people like me to be able to walk again.
Someday, no kids are going to get cancer.
He knows our touch. He knows our voice. We can't wait to bring him home.
Please give at nationwidechildrens.org.
Closed captioning on 10 TV is sponsored by Custom Air. Custom Air, custom solutions, custom comfort.
She's a Black Friday woman. At Big Lots, Thursday through Saturday, buy one, get one 50% off select toys and electronic accessories. She's a Black Friday woman, saying Christmas doesn't happen without me.
When I want a delicious, hearty breakfast, I head to Tim Hortons for their Farmer's Breakfast Grilled Wrap. It's prepared fresh with tasty sausage, fluffy egg omelet, and get this, even a crispy hash brown inside. All wrapped up, grilled to perfection, and ready to go. Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop.
My dad may be the spokesperson for Buyers Dublin Mazda, but when it came time for me to buy a car, out of all of the dealerships in Columbus, he still told me to go to Buyers Dublin Mazda.
That's right, Maddie. I'm not just a spokesperson, I'm a customer. Buyers Dublin Mazda is known for great service, selection, and price. Hey, I wouldn't send my daughter to just any dealership.
Lease a 2016 Mazda 6 for only $189 a month or a Mazda CX-5, $229 a month for 36 months.
Buyers Dublin Mazda, I-270 and Sawmill Road. BuyersMazda.com.
Today's top stories now at 5:41. Here's what we're working on for you on this Tuesday morning.
Violence erupts near a peaceful protest outside a Minnesota police station. Police say 5 people were shot a block away from where crowds were protesting the death of Jamar Clark, who was shot and killed by a police officer a week ago. Now, none of the shooting victims were seriously hurt in that case.
New Orleans police arrested the man suspected of shooting a Tulane University medical student. Surveillance video shows 21-year-old Uric Kane shooting that student there after he tried to stop a kidnapping. Police arrested Kane at his girlfriend's house, where he later confessed. He's now facing attempted murder charges.
An Indiana teen is behind bars for allegedly plotting to blow up his high school with homemade pipe bombs. Police say 18-year-old Jonathan Dooley had ingredients in his bedroom to make a bomb and said he planned to detonate them at the school's entrance.
5:42 now. Cars that could leak gas. The recall alert to keep your family safe just ahead.
And safety, it's a warning right in time for the holiday travel season. The simple step that could save lives.
And outside, it is chilly, depending on where you are. Temperatures mid to upper 20s on our weather bug. Corning at 24. Yesterday, it was in the mid-teens, though. Do have a 30 over Cambridge. East is a little bit warmer. Gallion, 28. Bexley, 29. Mid-30s at Chillicothe, so the south a little warmer as well. Upper 20s, Canal, Winchester, and Springfield. And then upper 20s at Lancaster and Marion. Mechanicsburg hanging in there right at 30 degrees. So not as cold this morning. And that trend continues into the afternoon. We'll talk about a warm-up and holiday travel weather. All coming up next.
It's the Black Friday sales event going on now at Sandoval Buick GMC. Lease a Buick Encore all-wheel drive for $259 a month with $259 down. A GMC Acadia, $359 a month, $359 down. A Sierra half-ton extended cab four-wheel drive, $349 a month, $349 down. Get your Black Friday deal early at Sandoval Buick GMC, located on Hamilton Road off I-270 and online at sandovalbuickgmc.com.
Shop Menards this season to find the perfect gift for anyone. Bosch power tools from Menards mean business. Tackle tough jobs with this powerful 18-volt lithium-ion combo kit that includes a half-inch drill and quarter-inch impact driver. Right now, only $139. Keep tools organized with a new tool chest. This 57-inch tool cabinet has a tubular locking system to keep tools safe and secure. Just $699.
Save big money at Menards.
How else do you think he gets around so fast? Take the reins this holiday and get the Mercedes-Benz you've always wanted during the winter event. Hurry, offers end soon.
Armatron impressed me when I bought a watch in 2005 before my second deployment to Iraq. And on that deployment, I was hit by a roadside bomb. And I was wearing that Armatron watch. It's almost as if that watch was a part of me. It went through the explosion. It sat in a drawer, lonely. It was like my depression. And to pull it out, clean it off, put it on, and it still worked. It's my story.
This is Black Friday.
Oh my God.
Does anybody want to be part of this?
No.
Well, Chevy has a better way with Black Friday deals all month long.
That's a great idea.
What if you could get up to 20% cash back when you bought it? Bam!
20% back? Awesome.
It's Black Friday. Find your tag and get cash back for 20% of the MSRP on select 2015 vehicles in stock. Or get 0% financing for 72 months on 2015 Silverado light-duty models.
Cool. Time to go shopping.
Staples has everyday low prices. There's no catch, no angle, no bait and switch. Just everyday low prices. Staples, make more happen.
10 TV Skyview is sponsored by Starners and Tempstar Heating and Cooling Products.
5:45 rather. Let's not get ahead of ourselves just yet. But quickly with a Central Ohio Honda dealer's traffic alert.
Yeah, right now you can enjoy your commute. Driving conditions looking good. Now, yesterday, 270 at Roberts Road was a nightmare. We had a car fire, but thankfully yesterday's problems not an issue today. Traffic picking up but moving 270 at Roberts Road. If you're headed out, you can see 270 near Westerville Road. Traffic already picking up. If you're headed out 270 near Dublin Road, we have that construction project, so keep that in mind. Troopers will be running radar all week for construction in that area. Make sure to go 55 there. If you're headed out on the east side, you can see traffic is picking up along 270, but moving there. But Jeff and Angela, how are things looking along I-70? I'll show you a live look coming up next.
As people hit the roads for holiday travel, there's an urgent plea for passengers this Thanksgiving to buckle up.
That's right. New research warns of a dangerous and deadly trend, people not wearing seatbelts in the back seat. This dash cam video shows you why, if you're sitting in the back seat, you should put on a seatbelt. Watch as this man and a young child go flying through the cabin of the car during a collision. New research from the Governor's Highway Safety Association finds 883 backseat passengers who weren't wearing a seatbelt died in crashes in 2013. About half would have likely survived if they had buckled up.
What is it about the back seat that makes people think they don't need to wear their seatbelt?
First, you've heard for years you're safer in the back seat. Second, you don't think about it as much when you get into the back seat, especially something like a taxi. And third, half the states don't have laws requiring belt use in the back seat.
Dr. Jim Hedlund wrote the report, and of particular concern are passengers in taxis and ride-sharing services like Uber. A 2014 New York City Taxi Commission survey found 62% of riders did not wear their seatbelt. Overall, more than 1 in 5 backseat passengers don't buckle up, while 87% of those in the front seat do.
It's cheap, it's easy, and it may save your life.
Now, that same study shows people who don't wear seatbelts in the back seat are 3 times more likely to die in a crash. The report recommends every state require all passengers to wear their seatbelts. We want to know, do you buckle up in the back seat yourself? You can go to our 10 TV Morning News Facebook page and weigh in. The story certainly got a lot of people talking, though, even here in the newsroom. You know, a lot of people, you hop in a cab, you go, but, you know, got to do what you got to do.
With young, impressionable minds usually in my back seat. The car doesn't move until they're buckled.
Buckled up.
They don't like it when they want to go somewhere.
And it's
quickly.
not going.
I'm like,
hey, what are we missing in this equation?
Car won't go without the buckles.
A plus B equals C.
It's there for a reason, right?
They buckle.
Exactly. So he's tough. I mean, he took me out for breakfast one day. He wouldn't go until I buckled in. So, you know, of course, he made me sit in the back seat, and we were alone. But other than that, it was good. Let's take a look outside.
That's odd.
Driving Mr. Davis.
I was just kidding. Let's take a look outside and see what's going on. You know, it's just a simple trip to Tommy's. 28 degrees, winds are calm, and the humidity's about 85%. It looks cool out there this morning, but not as cold as it was yesterday with temperatures in the teens. Now, remember when we went on yesterday, we said the highs over the last 5 days had been in the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, and 70s. So we've been all over the place. Now we got lows in the 20s instead of the teens. That's progress. It is 30 at Mount Vernon, even a 32 at Grove City, which usually isn't the warm spot. In fact, they were on the cooler side of things, got into the teens yesterday morning as well. All of these readings were in the teens yesterday, and generally about 15 or 16 degrees. Zanesville now, by contrast, is 33. Cambridge is at 30. Athens at 29. Jackson at 25, and that's still 10 degrees warmer than yesterday, so a big change. Generally low 30s off to the west until you hit Washington Courthouse at 34, even freezing at Piketon and also at Portsmouth this morning. Live Doppler 10 radar. All the action, there wasn't much action, it was light snow. It's moved off the east. It's really over in western Pennsylvania and heading away from us this morning, so that's pretty quiet. A little bit of light rain mixed in as well early today, and that's also moved away, so things are quieting down. And skies beginning to clear from the west, so really looking pretty good for central and western Ohio, where it's going to be a little bit cooler this morning than in the east, where the clouds have kind of hung up for a little bit, and that's keeping them a tiny little bit warmer. That and the air mass is just gradually starting to change. Looking at the bus stop, good news today. We're going to have a very light wind, not the bluster. Yesterday afternoon was raw. I swear it was worse in the afternoon than it was in the morning when it was so cold, because at least in the morning we didn't have the wind, but in the afternoon, kind of a biting wind going on. Upper 20s at pickup at the bus stop, 40 by lunch hour, and mid-40s by drop-off. Sunrise now is at 7:26, so we lost another minute. Planning your day, temperatures get into the mid-40s by mid-afternoon, mostly sunny and cool, but again, not much of a breeze today. Looking ahead to the holiday, well, dry across the Midwest for holiday travel, so we're looking very good there. In fact, we're on a run of a couple of days with no thunderstorms around the country at all. And then sunny to partly sunny skies for Thanksgiving Day and highs near 60 as we go into Thursday and also Black Friday. Last 3 hours, pretty peaceful out there around our region, and looking to the west where our weather typically comes from. It's nice and dry. And as we look at the model hour by hour, so you can plan ahead, 8 till noon, quiet, noon through the evening commute, quiet through the overnight tonight. Listen, still quiet. And then we go into tomorrow, and it's looking pretty good as well, and temperatures begin to warm up. So as we look ahead to the Thanksgiving forecast, maybe you'll gobble this one up. About 58 degrees, sun and clouds, dry and pleasant as we look ahead. So it looks very nice. If you've got travel plans or just hanging out, good day. You can go out and play one of those football games out in the front yard. 52 degrees for Wednesday, 58 for Thanksgiving with a morning low near 40. And then as we go into Black Friday, we start to get into a chance for showers, especially late morning into the afternoon. And it may linger over into Saturday morning, which would make it a lingerer. And then Sunday brightens up a little bit. Monday, another chance for showers. Tuesday, in the Doppler 10-day outlook, could be rain or snow showers, but anything there very light. Wednesday and Thursday, just cool. Jeff, Angela?
All right. Well, forget Black Friday. New at 6, the reason one store is offering a new take on Cyber Monday so you can avoid the crowds.
An emergency room versus urgent care visit. There's a difference, according to the professionals. That's new at 6:15.
First, though, critters that attack in the cover of night. The warning about the so-called kissing bug's deadly bite.
And next, is your child's ADHD keeping them up at night? The results of a new sleep study and what doctors are now recommending.
This works. Wash your hands, stay clear of friends and coworkers who are sick, and get flu shots for the family. All ways to stay healthy this season. I'm Jeff Hogan. Good sleep habits, exercise, and healthy food choices can all boost your immune system as well. Keep your family healthy and happy through the cold months with fun, easy ideas that really work. Visit 10tv.com/fit.
Metro Parks, Giant Eagle, Columbus Public Health, and the YMCA of Central Ohio. Proud sponsors of 10TV's Commit to Be Fit program.
All eyes
These are on Toyota's Black Friday event, a mega sales event that will eclipse the competition. For 10 days only, get an extra $500 bonus cash on 2016 Corollas and 2015 RAV4s, in addition to 0% financing. Use it to lease Corolla for $149 a month with only $999 due at signing. With this RAV4 for only $179 a month. Hurry, Toyota's Black Friday event ends November 30th. Toyota, let's go places.
Basement doctor, I got the blues.
Where are you watching the game this season? Hi, I'm Ron Greenbaum, the Basement Doctor. Don't you think it's time to transform that boring basement into your ultimate fan cave? Our team of experts knows what it takes. Now's the perfect time to schedule your free estimate, and most installations are finished in just a few weeks. Visit basementfinishingohio.com or call 888-DRY-TIME.
Basement doctor's on the job.
At Leo Alfred Jewelers, we don't have sales, we don't have events, and we don't have coupons. Instead, we have these guys. People who know that clarity isn't just important in a diamond, it's important in your relationship with your jeweler. Leo Alfred Jewelers. It's how you know.
My name is Steve Arnold. I'm with the Street and Lamp Group here in Columbus, Ohio. We've been a customer of Jack Maxton Chevrolet for over 10 years, and we've purchased 100 vehicles. We count on their service department and to keep our crews going, and really enjoyed the relationship.
Yesterday, today, tomorrow, we're always there.
Keeping the promise, always there.
Online all the time at jackmaxton.com.
We're keeping your family safe with a Consumer 10 recall alert this morning. Ford is recalling hundreds of thousands of cars for a possible fuel leak. It affects certain Ford Fusion and Mercury Milan sedans built in Mexico from July 21st, 2008 through March 4th, 2011. Ford says a valve can get stuck, causing air pressure changes in the tank that could lead to a crack and possible leak. Dealers will inspect and replace those parts for free. For more information about this and other recalls, head to 10tv.com.
A bug with a deadly bite is getting a lot of attention across the country. The pest, known as the kissing bug, feeds on human blood. Well, here's the problem. Once it's done, it leaves behind a parasite that can cause Chagas disease, and that attacks tissue and muscles and then can lead to heart disease. The kissing bug often attacks at nights while people are sleeping. The CDC reports it's been spotted in half of the U.S., including here in Ohio. Well, new research on ADHD suggests children may not be getting the rest they need if they're on certain medications. A new study in pediatrics found children taking stimulant medications for ADHD have poor sleep overall.
It can be a delay in sleep onset, sleep duration, so that kids are not getting quite as much sleep in the course of the night, have a little bit more difficulty falling asleep.
The study recommends pediatricians closely monitor sleep problems with children who have ADHD. It also calls for using the lowest possible dosage and in some cases changing the medication.
Tough situation. It's already hard enough to get kids to go down, certain times without that. Well, the concussion controversy, the reason an NFL coach is defending not pulling his quarterback after a hard hit.
Plus, parents shot and killed a sibling as well, all in front of a little girl. The clues investigators are using to find a motive behind this horrific scene.
A warning for people hitting the roads for the holidays, what U.S. officials say travelers need to be on the lookout for.
A terror warning painted on an Ohio college landmark. How students turned this message into one of hope. Coming your way at 6 a.m.
Every week in our community, 3 babies die before reaching their first birthday.